account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to.
The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Buffalo Bills. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
We're going to start. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Let's go, D. It's going to be a pit.
Here's Le'Veon Bell's first carry as a New York Jet.
Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift.
And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there on the first play of the game. 65 yards on the ground. Back to throw, Darnold. And it's caught. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 22-yard line.
Right here.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. On the ground with the rookie Devin Singletary. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Rush in.
From the 29, Allen going deep for Diggs. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
58's the mic.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Darnold completes it, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now it's Darnold, caught here by Griffin. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll run it with Bell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Le'Veon Bell stops short of the line to gain. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16.
61, matchbox lights. Joker, 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 Joker.
They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. On 2nd and 7, Allen. Well, this week 1 matchup pitting a couple Empire State rivals, no strangers to each other. They were both original members of the AFL, the American Football League, way back in 1960 to 1969. It's been a close series. Bills lead it all time, 62-55. And, of course, both of these franchises really feel like they have their quarterbacks of the future in Josh Allen and Sam Darnold. Allen's throw is complete, and he lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. There he goes left side, and he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harm.
And now look at him go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, 77 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Darnold from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Griffin. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. 20, 10, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder, 73 yards, and the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. So the points coming fast and furious in this opening quarter. Whoa.
Yeah, both defenses, they're looking pretty exploited right now with the way these offenses are attacking. They are a step behind, back on their heels, whatever cliche you want to use. Right now, they're trying to figure out how to slow them down, and I'm not sure they're going to be able to.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, with a juke.
Let's go. Let's do this.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing
I
situation.
can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Throwing is Allen on third. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. After the run, now Darnold to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And a yard at the 26-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's go, D. 36, 36.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a big turnover there. His guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Check 24, check 24. Check safety, check safety. Watch twist.
Hey, tight.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the alert.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he's taken down inside the 30. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Now Allen on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10, way up at the 37. This is Bell. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. at the 45-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
We go side. The mic, watch 49.
I got it. Check 37. Check 30.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They come up in an offset eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets will extend their lead. Marr now to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
51 to 5. Go, go, go.
Alert!
2nd and 5 now. Allen, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills get a bit closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something...
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
Hey, high 7. Motion. Let's go.
A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them.
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think he'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Now Allen to try again after the pick six. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Alert flow, alert flow. Lady, hey, Charlie.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now fails. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield. Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Open man is Kroom, the tight end. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Allen now on 1st down. And this one caught by Beasley. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Sponge, no.
To the air, Allen. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Right there. All day, baby.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bills cut into that lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Check 43. Check 9.
Again, it's Bell. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's the Jets punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. On first down, they go with Dixon. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Jerry Hughes on the stop. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The kick by Maher is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The tight end, Lee Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. All right,
now Allen to throw. To throw again. And Diggs has it. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Allen to throw once more. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. The quick slant caught. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check 3. Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. taking it in from 2 yards out as they are able to cut into that lead. So the shotgun snap to Allen, and they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
We play to win. Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. To throw again on second down. Darnold, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The Jets on third down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Darnold. He sets to fire deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Allen to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw again. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there, and it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll look to run with Singletary, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game. And it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll go again with Bell. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incomplete.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Let's see what you got.
Again, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And this will remain a one-score game as the lead holds at 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Darnold. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, it's complete to Diggs.
Come on now.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. He's back to throw. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 23 yards on the play. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Blue draw Corker.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And now another one thrown incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Got an open man. It's Foster. And oh, at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on. And that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Wide motion.
From the end zone, here's Darnold. He's going to look deep for Perriman. He's got a man, complete. And he'll finally be taken out of bounds just past the 40. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Here we go.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh,